Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 37 of Ramble with Amble. I'm your host, Cody Amble, and something might be a little different today for some of you tuning in. We're on video. We have video recording. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or other podcast forms, you can't see us. I think you can see us on Spotify. But yeah. Ramble with Amble into a new era, season 4. Let's just say it. We're in season 4 now. It's kind of crazy. Yeah.
Good job, Cody.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you guys. Well, without further ado, would you guys like to introduce yourselves? My wonderful guests here today. You two have both been on the show before, but not in this new format that we're running with now.
After you.
I'm Meier. I am known as Cody's roommate. That's about it.
That's true.
I am Gavin Wishart. I'm actually not their roommate. I sleep on the streets, but they just kind of took me in, so they let me sleep in the closet when it gets really cold, which is pretty kind of them, so shout out to them.
That's true. And let's see. It's been 2 years. It's been almost 2 years to the day since you were on the 3rd episode, Gavin.
Yeah, that is a long time ago.
And we talked about pets. If you want, you can scroll through the old feed and try and find that. I haven't listened to it since it came out.
Please don't.
Yeah,
do
maybe.
That.
There's a part in that episode where I, out loud, asked if fish sticks were made out of fish.
You did.
And that I wasn't joking. I didn't know. So,
But you learned.
I did learn. I think we looked through a bunch of celebrity pets. I think that was the thing that we ran with.
And lots of, Wojtek the bear.
Wojtek the bear. What an icon. But if you'd like to know more about Wojtek, maybe take a trip back to episode 3 or give it a quick Google search. That might save your ears.
What did you two talk about?
Episode 35.
We talked about the Outer Banks.
We did talk about the Outer Banks.
Which no longer is in my top shows.
Really?
Wow.
Why is
Well, it's not my top show. It's still really good.
What happened?
Well, Euphoria.
That's true.
I'm going to have to go into Euphoria, but Euphoria right now.
That's true. Euphoria is
a great show.
Might have to touch on Euphoria near the end of the show, just in case anyone wants to. We want to get into any spoilery territory, but stay tuned. We might talk about a little Euphoria near the end of the show. But yeah, Euphoria, big fan. We're big HBO fans over here.
Yeah,
pretty big.
They just
HBO
make good
fans.
stuff.
They do.
That's true.
They really do.
Cody's sister, if you're listening, which I hope you are, you're not allowed to watch Euphoria. Sorry.
Yeah. She said she wanted to watch Euphoria. You're 15. Leave it alone.
No, not.
You will get
not
locked out of the
15-year-old
account.
show.
You get locked out of the account.
It's extreme for a 20-year-old.
Yeah.
It's hard for us to watch.
Yeah, even I don't like watching it sometimes, so.
Yeah. I always thought well, maybe not stuff like that, because I've never watched stuff like that on TV. But, I always was like, well, when I'm an adult, it'll be more, normal. But, we're all 20 years old, and I don't feel like I'm, supposed to be watching anything like that.
Yeah.
But, that's just growing up. Just gets very existential.
If that's what you want to call it.
Yeah. Growing up, I guess physically, I'm still mentally in the age of, 12, maybe 13.
It's a better age.
It's
mentally.
true. Less to worry about. No taxes.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? No taxes.
You're just learning how to cook.
That's true. So Gavin was kidding at the beginning. We do all live together. In case that wasn't obvious that he doesn't live on the streets.
Yeah.
But so there's a lot of, you two are basically my parents on campus.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
So you guys taught me, was that 2 months ago? Or somewhere around 2 months to a month ago. They taught me how to make mac and cheese for the first time.
That was fun.
That was an experience.
The second time was just as good, if not better, and I'd say the third time went pretty well.
Yeah, I think so. And it was definitely, the parent thing really struck home when you both were telling me how to put something into the colander 2 different ways.
Yeah.
And you got into a very passive-aggressive argument in the kitchen, and you both stopped and waited for me to see who I would listen to.
I don't like to use the colander. I'm more of a lid drain kind of guy. It's just, why get something else dirty if you don't have to? But
it was Cody's first time. I want him to be safe, be careful, as his loving mother.
That's true. Do I have to get you guys stuff for Mother's and Father's Day?
yeah.
Yeah, that's the least I can do. You did teach me how to like cook.
Yeah.
That's
We
fair.
stopped you from putting milk in the boiling water when you made mac and cheese.
That's true.
Yeah.
Milk in the boiling water. Is there anything like else cooking related, or just anything related? We do have a list running at the moment.
I have a list. That's something I don't want to break out today, just because it's so golden.
That's like a whole episode.
That is a whole episode.
It is pretty much a whole. There's just a list of all of the just what like.
It's titled Cody Moments, and should I read the first one? I'll read
the first one. Give a little.
I'll give a little sneak peek, a little tease.
Sneak peek. Exclusive on Ramble with Amble. Breaking news.
Oh, the first one is a great one. Up until this year, Cody didn't know about stuffed crust pizza.
I did not. Yeah, no, that was a big moment for me.
Yeah.
I was so confused when we opened the pizza box and there was just marinara sauce inside.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, why'd they throw marinara in here?
Yeah.
Well, guess for the stuffed
It's
crust.
for your stuffed
For
crust.
your stuffed crust.
I thought stuffed crust was just like deep dish pizza. I thought it was just like stuffed with pizza. That's what I
The
thought.
crust is stuffed.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, well, the crust is just flowing with pizza. Not the case. Not the case.
Not
as
at
we
all.
found out now. But it's pretty good. If you haven't heard stuffed crust pizza, you know, if you're in the same boat as me and you're sitting there right now, can you imagine someone's listening to this right now and they're like, oh shit, stuffed crust pizza.
I really hope that nobody like under the age of 8 discovers stuffed crust pizza through Ramble with Amble.
Oh, I
You
hope
could-
no one under the age of 8 is listening to the show. I mean, it's not like it's that bad, but like, you know, go watch like Cocomelon. You know, go watch Cocomelon or
We do that
Euphoria.
sometimes.
That's true.
Cocomelon was a great show.
Hmm There's the ends of spectrums of what you can watch is Cocomelon to Euphoria.
Yeah.
there's a lot in between, but that's like the content sandwich right there. We're probably riding closer to probably passing Euphoria by episode 40. You know,
By episode 40, we might have to. Yeah.
might just
Yeah.
have to.
The After Dark Ramble with Amble.
Oh, the After Dark. That's another thing. Little tease. Another little sneak peek. So much stuff in the future. So now that we got this whole setup going on, possibly in the future we'll get some Ramble with Amble After Dark. What that will entail, I just hit the mic. Who knows?
It's gonna be so loud.
Yeah, that's gonna sound
Oh,
loud.
no.
My apologies for everyone listening. Who I just smacked the microphone with the back of my palm. But yeah, it's just, you know, it's the troubles of being a podcaster in such a small space. But you know, we're the next Joe Rogans.
I don't know if
I take that back.
Yeah.
Maybe not there.
you
but,
could have
know.
picked like any other podcast and it would have been like, yeah, but
That's true.
I would have been better with like H3H3. though.
yeah.
H3H3. What does that stand for?
Hee hee.
Really?
No.
I was ready to be like, oh, okay. Wait,
It
It
could.
might, I don't
may,
know.
maybe it
H3.
does.
If it is, I feel like it's he. Just 3 H's. Isn't it H3H3?
Yeah. So wouldn't that be like
Interesting.
6 H's? Are we doing like powers here?
Wait, 6 H's. He.
Are you
Yeah.
guys like multiplying the H and the 3?
That's what I was doing. So that's why I was saying 6.
Yeah.
This is
I'm
way
confused.
too much math for my
Yeah, I
little
don't
brain.
know. I don't know where you guys are going with this one.
Because
but
then it would just be.
Why? Can you do that one more
That's
time?
fine. Do that one like just a little bit closer to the mic.
Just a
I
little-
apologize already for that.
Little Ramble with Amble ASMR. So we should do some ASMR.
We
We'll
should
do that
not
in the
do
future.
ASMR ever.
Not today. In the future, I'll bring in like an ASMR specialist. That'll be fun.
The roommate podcast ASMR tunnel.
Oh, I don't like the
Yes.
sound of that.
But yeah, it's crazy living here. You know, we only have one bedroom here in the apartment. We
Yeah,
all live
we cuddle.
here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just this
oh wait,
room.
I just realized you can see my pillow.
You
It's
can't
right
see
here.
the
It's in the
pillow.
shot.
Our pillow. Cody.
Our pillow.
That's our bed.
My bad. I didn't realize you could see that in the shot. I don't know why I took it out. It's not like that big of a deal. Like such a scandal. Like I sleep. I like to have a pillow.
How dare
But-
you? Fighting the vampire allegations.
Fighting
mean-
the college kid allegations.
Yeah, I mean, when's like the earliest we've woken up like recently?
I woke up at 9:30 to get lunch with my grandma, but
Wow.
Well,
Okay.
if you count the other day when I didn't go to sleep, I woke up at 8 o'clock.
I mean, I guess that counts. That counts.
Yeah.
I've been waking up at a solid like 11:30 for the past month or so.
I wish.
You know,
I could
what you
never.
gonna do? it kind of I see. Is it the natural light? Is that?
The natural light does suck, but it's just like we've been doing it for so long, it's just so hard to fix it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then when it's like, okay, this week I'm really gonna fix my sleep schedule, and then we go and do stuff and stay up until 3 in the morning, and then it's like, well, there goes that.
That's true. Because of our 3 bedrooms, again, to debunk the earlier thing, we do live in separate bedrooms, sadly. But I'm the only one, this is my room, the studio, that does not have a window.
Cody took the L there. He's a champ for that.
Kind of. A little bit. I mean, it also means I can sleep into like 11:30.
Yeah.
And I with the door closed and all the lights off, there's no telling if it's 2 in the afternoon or 2 in the morning. So, that's like, it's a big plus. It's also a big minus. It depends, like, how you're looking at it.
Yeah.
But,
The sun also, like, the temperature change in the morning is so drastic, especially once the sun hits my window. It's just like an oven. So even if I wanted to sleep, it's just not an option anymore.
That's fair. It's definitely, I mean, honestly, for studio purposes, it's good that I don't have a window. So otherwise I'd be like reliant on like, we'd have to be recording this at like a very specific time and weather. But yeah, it was just meant to be 4 walls, 1 host, 2 guests.
That's
one
perfect.
wheel.
One
Sadly,
wheel.
you may see behind Aaron here if you're watching on video, but basically when I got a bunch of new equipment for recording this show, I decided to throw in a really expensive wheel that has a bunch of stuff you can write on it, then you spin it. And I wanted to use it for this episode, but I couldn't think of anything. So we didn't use it for this episode. In the future, for sure. But for right now, the wheel, a third little tease, little sneak peek for the future. But yeah, a little sneak peek.
We
for what's to
got
come.
a lot of use out of it over our quarantine when we got COVID. That was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. We just put like a bunch of different movies on the wheel, spin the wheel. We were watching like 5 to 6 movies a day.
We were.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Watched all the Twilight movies.
We did.
Most of the Mission Impossible movies.
Most of them. We didn't even watch the good ones. We gotta finish
Yeah.
that someday.
We gotta get to the other 2. They're pretty top tier. Especially, might have to come back and talk about Mission Impossible before the new one comes out.
That would be sick.
I think he's on a train. I'm pretty sure he's on a train.
And
It's
a
like-
plane.
And a plane, a train,
A boat?
plane, a boat, maybe. I'm not sure. It
You
could
might
be.
as well.
Yeah, I mean, if you're checking off the...
Check off the list. You might as well do all of them.
I mean, you could start with, like, a car, but that's
true.
just lame when you're already on
Yeah.
a train.
He's driven lots of cars, so
Yeah.
like
It's
yeah.
true. Public challenge to Tom Cruise. Tom, if you're watching, if you're listening, don't so much support the Scientology, but if you can try and just do like a stunt with a boat, that'd be sick. Do like water ski.
Thinking, like,
Cool.
drive a boat out of a skyscraper.
Out of a skyscraper.
He's just like, think about it. He's like, there's a pool in the skyscraper. He's in the
Mhm.
boat. He
Mhm.
drives out, parachutes out of the boat.
Mhm.
That's,
I think a jet ski would probably work pretty well there too.
yeah.
Jet
Get the
ski.
power to hit a little ramp and just
Right through the window of the skyscraper. It's in Dubai. It's just,
honestly, we
Dubai.
should just be directors.
yeah.
Really
That's why
should.
We just got the great idea.
Keep an eye on this channel for some short film ideas. We'll just direct one of us performing a Tom Cruise little stunt, jump off our balcony. I'll tie like a pillowcase to my foot. We'll see if that'll hold.
I mean, we do have the script for Romeo and Juliet, so
We do.
That's
We
true.
do.
we could
That's
record
true.
that.
We did perform Romeo and Juliet for an organization that we're a part of, Camp Kesem.
Shout out Camp Kesem.
Shout out
Shout
to
out
Camp
Camp
Kesem.
Kesem.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how much we should really like talk about it on the show, but like, I don't know why I get worried about it, but Camp
They're
Kesem.
gonna come after you.
I don't want to associate Camp Kesem with like, if we say non-Cocomelon appropriate things on the show, but But
This
yeah.
episode, I mean,
This episode we're probably fine.
yeah, we're probably fine.
So, but yeah, just that's a blanket for the future. Just we don't want to offend any Cocomelon people.
Maybe we should knock on wood. Don't want to speak too soon before
That's true.
one of us says something.
Yeah, just the urge to say something completely inappropriate is taking over.
It is. It's really hard to ignore.
It's probably the full moon. It's like a werewolf.
Is
We
it a
did watch
full
all
moon?
of Twilight? I don't think so. I
Probably
I have no
not.
idea. I haven't been outside in a while. That's not true. I went to get groceries today.
You did.
But you didn't see the moon.
I didn't
No.
see the moon. No, I'm sure if I tried to look, maybe I would have found it. But maybe. Who knows? But speaking of the moon,
The moon.
we looked at our horoscopes. Was
Yes,
it
we
yesterday?
did.
Is the
Yeah.
horoscopes
Yeah.
related to the moon in any way? Just space, kind of.
I have no idea.
Well, there's like different moon things for each horoscope,
Oh, like waning.
like your horoscope in certain moon, like
Like what? Like the moon? Like you're a Virgo, but you're different than another Virgo because of the moon.
so yeah, you could be like a Virgo, but like a Capricorn moon. I don't know how it's
Oh,
determined.
yeah, that's
but
right. Well, I think it's probably where the moon is when you were born. I think that's why they need like the time you were
Oh.
born.
They need the
Some
place
interesting.
too.
Place too. That is important.
Place. Interesting. So wait, so let's run over it again for everybody listening, just in case they can get either really happy or really upset about this revelation. Gavin, you were
I'm a Sagittarius. I was born in December. Sagittarius is my normal one, and I don't remember my other ones, but I will pull them up right now.
Aaron, and yours is
I am a Capricorn, born January 3rd. And I was born at 6 p.m. So that's all the information you need to know to like. Oh, and born here in Wisconsin.
Oh, so my sun sign is Sagittarius. I am a moon Scorpio and a Leo ascendant.
Mm-hmm.
okay. Interesting. I don't know what like anything means after.
I don't know what any of them
It's
mean
fun to
either.
say though.
It is cool to say.
It is fun to say. Should we look up what our horoscopes are today?
I
actually have an app for that.
I do
Really?
too. I got Aaron and
Let me see.
No, I already
Lean
had
around
one.
the
Oh, did
camera
you?
quick.
Oh, I see. All right.
Here.
Well, I've got mine right here. So the focus
Awesome.
of my day today is love. So my horoscope says that my loved ones are in need of my support. If I expend too much of my energy while helping them, I may end up feeling empty. That's kind of depressing.
Oh, no.
Do my best to find middle ground. Cultivate self-confidence so that I can tell others the difficult truth. Don't blame myself or hurt feelings. Honesty is always preferable to a sweet lie. Though your loved ones may initially feel hurt, they'll later thank you for your timely insight. Which it not related to anything at all that happened to me today, but it's still fun.
Well,
As-
today I'm supposed to go somewhere completely alone, so I guess I'm gonna have to head out, guys.
Oh, see you later.
I'm gonna have to be tuned into my signals today. Instinct is gonna guide me. I'm supposed to be completely alone. I'm supposed to journal today, so I've gotta go do that.
Oh yeah.
This is like
How do
audio
you-
journaling.
How do you tune in your signals? How does that work?
You know, there isn't actually a how-to, but I think it's just something that's gonna come to me.
Is it like an antenna or something? Like,
Maybe I'll have to like just hook myself like HDMI like in the TV one end like in my mouth and just like listen.
listen, yeah.
Just listen.
Listen
to the
listen to what
HDMI cord
the,
in your mouth.
see what the universe is trying to tell you.
hmm It's telling me that there's football on tonight.
Yes, there is. It's telling me that the Rams are gonna beat the Cardinals.
Second
If
that.
Matt Stafford doesn't choke.
Ooh. So I'm a Virgo, and I was told from my phone just now, today you might turn your attention toward discovering new ways to advance yourself financially. And that's a great time to go to our
Ooh.
sponsor. No, I'm just kidding. We don't have a sponsor for this episode.
Oh.
We had an ad at the beginning. We don't have one right now.
If you would like to sponsor, hit up Cody because
yeah,
that would be
yeah.
sick.
That would be. I'm definitely reaching out to some people right now.
Ooh.
But yeah, we should have something like that hopefully. But that would have been a great transition.
It would have
It would have been a
perfect.
great transition, but
So
sadly,
close.
I'm just gonna screenshot this horoscope. Just bring it-
Reread it next time.
Yeah, just always like, hey, let's just pull up our horoscopes and just like reread the exact same horoscope. You know, I'm supposed to advance myself financially. So,
Yeah.
and with that said, let's go to our sponsor. Manscaped and Cocomelon.
And Kokomo.
Oh, if I could get Cocomelon to sponsor the show, that's my goal. That's my goal.
I don't think Cocomelon would want to sponsor.
No. No, they would not. No, they would not.
Not
want
really
to.
their demographic, but it might work.
I'll stick with my. I think I set this goal in like an episode, maybe like over a year ago now. I think I said my life goal is to get slimed by like Nickelodeon somehow. I don't know how.
That's
like
kind of cool.
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to happen, but you know,
It'd be so gross to clean up.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not
Can you
looking
imagine
forward
the
to
shower after that? That'd be horrible.
Just gonna sneak into your room and dump a bucket of slime on you. Cody, you're dreaming.
I'm gonna like just suffocate in the slime. It's basically just if you're gonna do it, do it like waterboarding style.
Okay,
Put like a towel over my head and then do it.
Yeah.
And then it'll just
Safety first.
Yeah.
You can't be charged with like waterboarding. I don't think if it's slime.
Slime boarding.
Yeah. When the cops come to question you,
It wasn't
let them know.
water.
Is that a thing you can be like charged with? Will I get in trouble if I waterboard somebody?
That's a good question. Isn't waterboarding like a war crime? It's
It might.
unusual torture,
Yeah,
right?
it is unusual torture.
Okay.
I have waterboarded somebody once, but
That's true. I was.
Cody was there.
That's true.
Transitioning into admissions hour.
Yeah, we
Just omit a
actually
bunch of
commit
crimes.
so many crimes here. Like that's
Many
all we
crimes.
do.
I didn't obtain that wheel legally,
Yeah, everything you see in this room was bought illegally,
including Aaron.
including Aaron. Yeah, Cocomelon's definitely not sponsoring this episode.
Yeah, no, maybe not. Maybe not. But on the other side of Cocomelon, like we brought up earlier, so what a great transition.
Great transition.
Do we want to talk about as we close out this episode? So I think, well, we'll see if we close it out. We'll see if we just keep rambling, as is the show.
It is the
Do
show.
we want to talk a little Euphoria?
We can talk some
Euphoria.
Euphoria.
Now, do we want to go a little? I guess we can give a little like non-spoilery thoughts, and maybe dabble a little bit into like what's going on right now in the show. What are you guys thinking of Euphoria so far?
I mean, I just want to share my discovery today that one of the characters, Elliot, is in fact Dominic Fike, which is pretty cool in my opinion.
That was pretty cool to learn. I did not know that.
The guy who says, you know, he spends 3 nights at the motel. Now he's spending a whole season on Euphoria.
That's true. That's true. And in case anyone isn't aware, Euphoria, hit HBO show, just came back for season 2. Stars Zendaya, very like acclaimed and just like top tier television. But also, as we mentioned earlier, do not watch this show. I'd say
very R-rated.
Oh yeah, like the most R-rated thing
probably I've
since
ever
the-
seen.
Yeah.
Possibly X-rated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It actually is probably X-rated. They do show porn in some episodes.
They do. So again, like I said, if you're watching Cocomelon,
Yeah.
here's the Venn diagrams. Cocomelon, Euphoria, very far away. No overlap whatsoever.
Stick with the dancing fruit if you're under the age of 18.
That's true.
Yeah.
And even then, consult your parents.
Consult your parents too. I asked my mom for permission and she said yes, so thank you, Mom.
I can't say I did the same, but I probably should have. Mom, if you're watching, I'm sorry. But it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. But, you know, Euphoria. But yeah, great show. Great cast. The music is also great.
The
I've been
music is
listening to
phenomenal.
I've been listening to the music
The
everywhere.
Labyrinth soundtrack is insane.
It's
Goes
so
pretty
good.
hard.
It goes very hard, especially on the big speakers.
Oh, yeah.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. But yeah, Euphoria. Well, with that said, let's get into a little bit of spoilers. I might, if we talk anything more after Euphoria, I'll put some time codes in the bottom, so you can skip ahead. But if we close the show out after talking about Euphoria, you can probably just dip out now if you don't want to hear spoilers. But yeah, and if so, thanks for listening. In case we come back. But yeah, Euphoria. So we just watched episode 2 of season 2.
Have you
last
seen
night.
episode 2 yet?
Yeah, I watched
did.
it last night.
Good.
So yeah, a lot of stuff going on. You got
A
the
lot of
Nate
stuff.
Nate Jacobs, him and Cassie. What are you guys feeling about Nate and Cassie? I feel I don't know how to feel.
I don't know how to feel either, but Nate's my favorite character always and forever, so I've always got to ride with my dog.
Red flag.
If he likes a girl, then go for it, Nate.
That's true.
But, I mean, he can't. he can't go for her, so
That's true.
he,
But he
he's at a
did.
dilemma there. He did, but he
He
can't.
did.
He did. Yeah, but he did, but he can't.
But he can't. But I guess it's also his dad's problem, so.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Or
That's
Cassie's
true.
problem if Maddie decides that she wants to kill her.
That's also
Yeah,
true.
that would kind of suck. But,
Yeah.
you know.
Maddie, I sense Maddie going far off the deep end, like, very soon. When she finds out about... She's going to find out about the Cassie situation.
She's going. I'm rooting
Yeah.
for the Maddie, like, comeback story where she, like, actually is, like, you know, a good character.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
You know who I ship so hard?
Hmm.
Fez and Lexi.
Oh, yeah.
That's the
those were
couple of the
great.
century right now.
So, how did you two read, like, when Lexi came to, like, see Fez? I felt like, because she saw, like, the other girl. What's her name? Faye?
Yeah.
Okay.
She saw Faye there, and it seemed like Lexi was like, oh, Fez is, like, with her.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And did it seem like he said, like, it seemed like up until, like, Cal Jacobs showed up, it seemed like she was still kind of like, oh, not as, like, head over heels as, like, she was.
She
going
definitely wasn't. Fez dropped the bag very hard.
Mhm.
He
What?
could have given a lot more elaboration as to why
Yeah,
Faye
that's
was
true.
with him,
Mhm.
but
Yeah, I think Lexi definitely, like, thought that they were together.
Mhm.
I mean, the fact that they had that great conversation and then she gave him his phone or her phone number
Mhm.
and then like watched him just absolutely go to town on Nate's face, but still was like,
That's
yeah,
true.
I'll go say hi. I feel like
That's true.
those are some pretty good steps.
That's good. That's true.
Mhm.
And Cassie ratted him out too.
Cassie did. Cassie's
Cassie's starting to
that was
drop
so
for
bad.
me. I
Yeah.
used to really like.
I
I
liked
still
Cassie
like
a lot,
Cassie,
but-
the Nate thing's
Yeah.
getting me like.
Cassie is making all the wrong decisions.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And Rue saw them. Rue saw her
Rue
get
did
into the
see
That's
car.
true. That's true.
That's got to come up soon. I feel
Episode
like.
2 was a very, very good like build up episode.
Mhm.
It
Very
was.
excited for 3, 4, and 5.
Mhm. It really was.
Because 4 was kind of like the turning point of season 1.
Mhm.
So I can only assume that it would sort of be the same for season 2, especially if they
Mhm.
keep like the same amount of episodes where
That's true.
4 is like everything is leading up to 4 and
Mhm.
that's when
It's
like
the midway
it
point.
all comes together and
Mhm.
takes off.
That's true. Because 4 was the carnival last season.
Yes, it
Uh-huh.
was.
And
Oh,
the carnival
the
episode.
carnival
is-
episode got real good.
It
Yeah.
was. It was really good. Definitely Nate's mom being called a. I don't know if we'll go into
I don't
that
think you should,
territory.
say that word. No,
Maybe in
I-
a future episode.
They throw that word around a lot.
They
Mhm.
do.
I know some people that swear a lot, and I
Mhm.
don't ever hear that word very often.
That's true. That's true. It's really just like the whole show. I mean, like that's the thing. That almost seems like the most tame thing on Euphoria. Is their use of
Yeah.
the
which
C-
is the scary
is their
part.
use of the C word.
Yeah.
Even I mean, last night's episode. I think last night's episode felt almost the most like. Maybe egregious is the wrong word, but it definitely felt like the first 10 minutes was just a lot of like, we're just gonna show you a bunch of stuff just because we can.
Yeah.
And there were,
Yeah.
especially like the stuff with like Nate's dad or like Nate and Cassie. I was like, I get this show is like, you know what? No boundaries. But then I
Yeah.
feel like they take it too far sometimes.
It's so extra, like
Mhm.
all the time.
a
Like
little extra sometimes.
that stuff, it just doesn't happen. You
Mhm.
know.
Yeah,
in real
they.
life.
I feel
But it
like
makes
they
for a darn good show.
Hey,
That's
LA,
true.
man.
LA.
Yeah, that's LA.
LA public schools. Those darn 18-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone has any experience in LA public school or anything Euphoria related, or your thoughts on Euphoria, I realized we can do this now. Leave your comments if you're watching on YouTube. Leave your comments down below. Let us know what you're thinking about Euphoria. Very much would like to know. But yeah, I didn't realize I could do that now. Do I have to be like, make sure to hit that like button, make sure to subscribe?
Like and subscribe.
Yeah.
And I say that
Comment.
ironically, but also do that. We'd very much appreciate that.
Please do.
Because then if you subscribe and hit that little bell button, make sure you know when we're coming back to do another show. But yeah.
Which hopefully happens a lot.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Cody took a little bit of a hiatus from Ramble with Amble,
Oh
but
yeah.
Mhm.
production it's booming right now.
That's true.
So
That's true. Look at us right here. You can
Yeah.
see us now.
you can see us.
You don't have to imagine just like
Maybe they
What's
don't
going
want
on?
to see us though.
That's also true. Well, if you'd
Yeah.
like, if that's how you think, leave your thoughts down below. Let us know. Next time, episode 38, bags over the heads. Just bags over the heads, little
Yeah.
cutouts for the mouth.
We can do that. You
We
know,
can.
anything
Do
for the
that.
viewers.
Yeah, anything. And, you know, who knows? Who knows what the future might lead. The horoscope did say financially successful in the future, and horoscope doesn't lie.
Horoscope never lies.
Never lies.
That's
Ever
true.
at all.
Mhm. Comment your horoscope down below. Just let us
Yeah,
know. What's
there
your
you go.
horoscope? And your social security number, mother's
Mhm.
maiden name,
Yes.
anything like that we'd like to know.
All your bank account information, anything like that.
The
Mhm.
name
You
of
know,
your first pet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your mother's maiden name, what school you went to,
Mhm.
all that kind of
Mhm.
stuff.
The street you grew up on.
Exactly.
All of that stuff. We'd love to know. Comment all of that down below if you could. But yeah, I think that might be everything. You know? I think that
Yeah.
might be everything we need to talk about. We're rocking at like, I can't actually tell how long. 'cause
35 minutes.
35. But we recorded for a
Yeah.
little bit before.
That's
I'll have
true.
to
We
edit
did
that part out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's it, guys. But
I
yeah,
say we rambled.
We did
we rambled.
It was a great time.
It was.
We
was.
also ambled.
We
Mhm.
did. Do you guys know what amble means to walk?
Like amble by.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I found that out in like 3rd grade. I was looking through like a dictionary and I saw amble, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like it's my name. And I
Yeah.
learned it was like to walk, and I was like, "That's kind of lame."
I don't think
Like-
my name has any meaning.
Wishart, Meier, anything?
Not that I'm aware of.
It's okay. It's okay.
fine.
You
Not,
know,
not
we're just
all
not
of
as
us are
cool.
named after verbs.
Yeah.
that's true. That's true. Now I just need to meet my counterpart, like Brody running, and then we'll have a show going.
That's Cody's frat guy persona is Brody running.
Brody running. I mean,
Don't
you know,
forget Jody loitering.
Jody
Brody
loitering.
loitering. Complete standstill, not moving at all. But I'm the in between. I'm in the Goldilocks zone right there. But yeah, I think that should be everything. I guess.
I hated that joke so much. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I guess, you know, I took a break for a bit. Haven't been here since August or so, but here we are, beginning of 2022. Happy New Year. We should go through all the holidays that
It's
we missed,
also,
but maybe
uh,
next time.
It's MLK Day today.
It
Mhm.
is MLK Day
Shout
today.
out.
Shout
Mhm.
out MLK.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you all for listening to this new version of Ramble with Amble. If you're listening and not watching, we're just kind of back to basics, but in a new way.
We hopefully sound better.
Hopefully we sound better. If not, comment below. let us know. But yeah, this has been episode 37. That was said with complete confidence. Episode 37 of Ramble with Amble. Thank you both, Gavin and Aaron, for being on today's episode.
Thanks
sure
for
it will-
having us.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I didn't have a choice.
We forced him to.
Those two have been locked in here for the next foreseeable future. The door is locked. We're just going to keep recording episodes.
Every $1 you donate gets me and Aaron one step closer to being free. So please do that.
So maybe in the future we'll set up a Patreon. Our goals are just letting guests out of the studio. But yeah, well, without further ado, it might have stopped recording. I can't tell.
It did.
But see you next time on Ramble with Amble.